stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Escaping the pressure right. And complete to Drake London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8. And this one caught downfield by Evans. Touchdown, Falcons! Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got London on the slant. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
As we watch London get that first down, it seems almost unfair about what he can do on a field. Here's a guy who's 6'4", loves to play over the rim and dunk on defenders, and can work out the slot as well as outside the numbers. That's a big reason why he went 8th overall as the first receiver taken in a loaded class.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
That's the corner. A.J. Terrell getting up and stopping him for a loss. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Burrow under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Play action. It's Burrow. Under pressure, they got him again. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Patterson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. With 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. The Falcons at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Sliding out of the pocket. This is caught by Evans. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. There's Evans again, complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3, ball on the 10. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And again, it's Chubb. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. And he is going to lose yardage here. That play disrupted and stopped for a loss by linebacker Troy Anderson.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here we go. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And they go play action now. Burrow. Quick slant complete to OBJ. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Drive about to get started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On second down, Burrow. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Burrow will throw. It fights him off. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Forward on fourth. He completes it to Beckham. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. The play fake. Here's Burrow. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. After the sack on first down, Burrow over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 45 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Bird to return from his end zone. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Straight ahead, Patterson. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. He ended up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They still can't get it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Patterson. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
out to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Back to throw again. This is a diving effort by Evans. What a catch. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson, and he'll get this down only to the 18. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Patterson.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And this is going to be intercepted. Into the clear, past the 20, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Bird to return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll look to throw.
Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Second and 2. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. It's caught. Beckham. And some room to work. A big play that time for Cleveland. 49 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator, and they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter, and I don't see them looking back.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error.
He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. Mike Evans with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Ritter will throw for it. And now here is another interception. And now nothing but green ahead of him.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Now it's Burrow. Right back to Njoku. And they'll work this down inside the 30. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Browns are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Bird to return from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's able to find Melton. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Second and 1. He's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man, complete. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, 84 yards. And the Browns are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Bird to return from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like? He's got a man, complete.
And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Bird to return from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves. That's caught inside the 20. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again. But
he's got a man, complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Browns, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.